Hello and welcome once again to Physicsify. We are studying about vectors yet again and we are into part 3, right? What exactly do we want to do today? We are doing some questions and answers, right? So, let us see what is present in these question and answer. Here comes your question number 1. Right. So, what are we being told as far as question 1 is concerned? It simply asks you to calculate the angle between two vectors A and B. Now, where do I see these vectors? Oh, there they are. Right, I am able to see A and B. Now, I cannot make out that what exactly is the angle over here. So, I am giving you a hint. There could be two angles that could be formed. Let us say a 60 degree as mentioned over here and a 300 degree as mentioned over here. Which one should be the angle between A and B? Is it 60 or is it 300? I think we have learned we have to take the lesser of the angles, and in that case, if we remember that, we can say 300 degree is ruled out of contention. Why? Because we knew that this angle theta must lie between 0 degree to 180 degree, and that means this 300 is a wrong option. What about the 60 degree option? You will say that appears to be the correct one because it lies between this range. If we call this range, we see this is present, so that is absolutely correct. A thumbs up, right? Let's take a question 2. I hope that this is fine. So we are being said in question number 2 that you have to again find the angle between A and B. Okay, is there something different this time? Yes. The different thing is something that is shown over here. Now, if you'll see, one common mistake that students do is that if I provide this 120 degree, they feel this is correct. Why do they feel this is correct? It feels correct because this lies between 0 degree to 180 degree, right? And it seems correct. But what we need to do is we need to join the tails together. This is where free vectors come into play, and I would say that this 120 is not the correct option. As you can see, I mentioned it clearly. And why so? Because if I actually translate this vector to here by joining the tails of both of them, A remains as it is, B becomes this one. If I take the vector and slide it down, I can say that this is actually the angle theta that I should be talking about. And this 120 degree is wrong because if I want to calculate that, I hope I can say that if overall angle is 180 degree, this 60 degree becomes your correct answer. I hope that this is fairly obvious. To those who have any problem, they can think that if this is a straight line and if this angle was 120 degree, this becomes 60 degree because linear pair says 120 plus this 60 must be equal to 180 degree. Alright, let's take up a question number 3, and this is like one of the better questions. 60 degree is obviously correct, and we are saying in question number 3, it is being said to us, you have to find some angle. Again, what is this angle? Between A and B again, right? But if you see the diagram, it is a little different this time around. Not only are you said to find the angle between A and B, I think we can calculate between 3 vectors here because I am able to see a C vector over here as well, right? Now, if I have to find the angle between A and B, what should I do? Where should I start with? First of all, I will say let's take this A vector and B vector and put it in such a way that both the tails and both the heads are sort of different. The tails are connected and the heads go wherever they want to. So if I would draw the next case, I take this A exactly like this, I take this B exactly like this. I want to calculate this angle over here. What should I do next? I would say that let's try to see how exactly A is going, because if I put this point over here, then my work would be done, because tail of A, this is tail of A, can be taken to this tail of B, and sort of we get this sort of a thing. Now if I want to find the angle, the next thing that I'm doing is I'm saying let's extend it. right? I make this extension, and I can say for sure that this angle must be 30 degree, because overall the second quadrant angle total is 90 degree, and I'm going to say that 60 means that 30 should be left, 90 minus 60, right? Now if I would play a little bit of mathematics, if I take this as 30 degree, thanks to vertically opposite angles, I can say this 30 plus 30 would be what I should get as my answer, and my answer turns out to be 60 degree, right? If you see 30 plus 30. Now there could be another angle asked. Let's say we are being asked between B and C now. That is the second part of this question. Find the angle between B and C. I think this seems a little more obvious. Let us say I'm doing this second one in blue, right? Between B and C, I will see that this point is already having B and C with their tails at the same point. It has eased out so much of my work, because A I had to move, but B and C I don't need to move. I just need to see what is this angle, and I can say that if this is 45, this also is 45 degree, which means 45 and this 30. Overall, I can say for B and C, this was the angle that is 30 degree, this angle is 45 degree, and you can say that this case you get 75 degree as the correct answer. What about the third case? There is a third case as well. You have to find the angle between A and B, and I think this is going to be A and C. Let us say we had to find this angle between A and C. How would you do that? Right. This is a little tricky, because if you see along this blue line, your A vector will go and C vector will be a little behind that A vector. If I say that A is going to be along this line, this is that line, I have moved A vector such that, again let me say I'm doing it in purple, that this T point goes till here. A vector is again moved in a similar way, and if you see A vector, if it sits like this, the C vector is already here. If this is A vector, this is actually the denotation being shown. So over here, I think you can tell me the answer very easily. You know that for this angle is 45 degree, while you know that this angle is 30 degree. I think calculating this is very easy. I would like to know this answer in the comments from you guys. This was all the coverage that we had, and I would like to say, if you loved this class, you can like and share amongst people who might find it interesting, and those of you who don't want to miss any update from now on can also subscribe. This is me signing off for this session. Meet you in the next one.